Chill, what's good? It's your boy Dirtbag Dan. This is the High Notes Collection, and I'm here with Joell Ortiz.
Yeah, well,
Welcome to fucking San Jose, California, man.
thanks for having me, my brother.
Got to be a bit of a difference from this side of the map to the other side of the map, weather-wise, right
Yeah,
now.
much warmer. I'm definitely like posting things on the gram like F you. It's much cool over here.
Out here, just on the corner.
Yeah, t-shirt. Yeah.
Sun fucking glowing on your face. Definitely not a lot of that shit at home right
Light
now.
breeze.
I was in Toronto last week, and that's not. I know it's like similar, but I'm looking at the weather right now in Brooklyn, and it's something like 20 degrees.
Yeah, wind
outside
chills putting it into the negative area. Like, yeah. So I put my shades on and did this interview.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's great to have you here. Being from a place like Brooklyn, where there's so much, like I always say, we tour a lot and we run into shitty rappers. Like, you really can't be a shitty rapper when you come from Brooklyn because there's so much fucking history there. What is it like coming up in a place where, like, the pressure level is so high for just being fucking good?
It's a competitive borough, Brooklyn, man. I mean, you can only be a shitty rapper for a little while because people will tell you to stop rapping. So, shitty rapper.
We need
career.
more of that.
Yeah, like there's no yes men like in that community in Brooklyn. Like, we're competitive all the way down. You know, from starting in childhood. Like, we race straws, and like when the fire hydrants open, like f you, like your straw sucks. Like, like it's just like everything. We compete on every level. So like there's no room to be like half-assing it. You're either gonna go hard or somebody's gonna tell you to chill out. And that shit definitely shows in music a lot.
Yeah, the talent level of the people that have coming out of that borough, but then also like in that whole, in like the formation of Slaughterhouse and this big hip hop group, you all have to be your own like individual characters, and you definitely really did a lot as a solo artist in Brooklyn to kind of make sure that you were perfect for that position on the map. Do you feel like that's why y'all have such like a national appeal, because you are all very like representative of the regions you come from?
Yeah, well, I think the region has a large part to do with why we're so dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's your Midwest dude with Royce and Crooks out there on the West Coast killing them, and you and Joe tearing up the East. But I do think that the things we did as solo artists were most important. Like, being respected in the hip hop community as individuals first. That's what made the group a super group in certain people's eyes. Like, oh shit, like I can't believe these guys are coming together. It's not, we didn't start out as a group. We started out as solo artists, like making our own name and really taking pride in forwarding the art of like rhyming.
Totally. And I think that everybody like it's such a perfectly put together group of individuals, because everybody's is known for being like a rapper's rapper, you know what I mean, versus like there are rappers in the world that I think, and I love cats like that are way more swag orientated as far as like, you know what I mean, but you guys are fucking rappers, you know what I mean? Everybody in the crew is bars, and I think that's definitely, that shows. Yeah,
that's our swag. Like that's our equivalent to swag. Like, okay, so what are these guys? Oh, these guys are the best rappers.
Oh, they rap.
Yeah, they
really good.
They rap really good, and that's what makes them cool to us.
Yeah, what a good thing.
Nice hoodie too. Like that's second. Like
What a good thing to have. Like we're just known for being good. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what we're known for.
Yeah.
I've seen a picture on Instagram, and it was the coolest fucking picture. Okay. And it's Eminem over here, and then Crooked Eye, Royce, Joe, and you all sitting in a room in a studio from like not too long ago.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that was like relatively recent.
Yeah,
like, what can we look forward to from you, from the group, just in general musically?
This go around, bro. Like, to be honest with you, rapping our ass off. The title of the album, is Glass House. So you're gonna peek in and see us more than you've ever seen us. M is got a hand in it, but in a way where it's just like, time to show everybody, shut up. We're gonna rap, and we're gonna rap at a high level, and it is what it is. Fun though. Yeah, it's real. It's a Slaughterhouse session, especially with M, is just laughter, jokes, beats, and good rhymes.
Everybody sees that picture and you want to be in that room. You know what I mean? Like, as a fan, you're like, God, I just want to fucking be a fly on the wall and hear 5 minutes of this conversation that's going on.
You'd be surprised. Like, it's discussions about who we respect and what it's come from, and like, what it means for this group and this shady family to, embody all of what hip hop stemmed from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important that we restore, like, be nice. That's always going to be respected, and there's always a longevity, you know, alongside being really, really good. Like, you know, these things, some things come in and out. You know, being dope doesn't. You know, Nas is still touring Illmatic, right? Because of that.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like that's if there's one thing to be known for. Being dope is probably the coolest thing that you can be known for.
And the toughest thing.
And but it comes with that like longevity, right? Like we expect something more and more and more from you guys on every album. Cheer! What's good? The High Notes Collection. It's your boy Dirtbag Dan. We're still here with Joell Ortiz. We're not even fucking dabbed out yet, and I'm already starting to get on my Fumble Bunny shit. Let's talk about something not weed related for 5 seconds before we just go so heavy into this California medical marijuana culture that you guys are just gonna fucking love it. So, dude, we got toys for you. Isn't that the coolest fucking thing in the world?
It's
like,
great.
It's fucking Christmas on our side right now. Not only do we have all this tree, but we actually have fucking things for you to unwrap. So Kid Robot hooked us up with some fucking toys. They actually came from Kid Robot toys from Cardboard Spaceship.
Okay.
Zip hops. So all of these things are like hip hop related. That's the shit right there, ladies and gentlemen. Zip hops. I believe this is a Kid Robot manufactured toy, much like these guys right here. You ever see these fucking Kid Robot things around?
Yeah.
Super fucking hip hop.
I got the South Park ones.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the business.
Yeah.
But then I know homies that collect them. Marvel ones. Open one of these things. I think they all have like a different little like turntable or fucking headphones or microphone. It's just super hip hop shit inside this bitch. Oh, see, and it's double. Damn, it's like candy, bro. Damn. That's how they get you. It's all come on. Oh, look. I got a little gold microphone.
I got a mixer.
That's the business. We can go to work right now. We're almost a complete hip hop duo. What else do we need? What else?
Fresh.
It looks like they come with some other cool ass shit too, like some headphones, a boom box, and a Technique.
Nice.
That's it. That's all you need, ladies and gentlemen, to be fucking super savvy in the world of hip hop. And my shit's gold. I don't know about you. Did I get like a special one because my shit's gold? I feel like
you won something?
The pick of the fucking litter, bro. Look how many there was in there, and I got the fucking gold one. But this is yours. I'm giving all this shit to you. Don't let me have toys this small. This is a fucking choking hazard.
Appreciate it.
I get too high, I think they're candy, and I try to eat them. Do you know the Heimlich, dude? Because we might need that shit.
Me?
On the Heimlich? Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay, we're fucked.
You're dead.
We're dead.
Don't eat.
It's the end of the show. We only get one episode of this shit. We talked about this a little bit in our interview, just how crazy it was that there was like a huge, giant thing of pre-rolls on the table. Because that's not necessarily like the most common thing on your side, right?
No, we're still grinding and licking leaves.
Yeah. It's a whole process, man. We've eliminated all the hard work for you guys with Dr. Tasty's Wicked Sticks. I seriously fuck with these things on like a major level. Not only because of the convenience of just being like, and then you got a fucking pre-rolled joint. Like, but this shit is action right here. You see all this crazy tree on the table.
Yeah.
This shit is so loud. Like, I'm surprised that any of you can hear anything.
I can't hear him right now.
What? I can't. There's weed. So this is like high grade. This whole thing is not. We're not like throwing a bunch of fucking B grade shake together. Like, this is filled with like this good fucking fabulous tree. And not only that, but it's indoor tree coated with shatter, and then also with the keef on the outside. That's the traditional Wicked Stick. You can't touch the motherfucker. You can only handle just this little back half.
Against the rules, right? If you get any of that.
You'll get, you're fucking it up. You're taking that shit. That was supposed to be my hit that you got all on your fingers and shit right there. You're like, oh man, that's my part of the joint. I got a lighter in my pocket. That would be super unstonerly of me. Come on, player. Hit your boy up. Oh! Left-handed. Oh, bro, if we would have done the dabs and then that shit. I hope you closed up on that one.
That was tough.
Fuck, man. We can't redo that. That was a one-take Jake. He's like, watch, we try and do that shit again. I'm gonna look like a fool. So we're gonna fucking light one of these bitches up, and then we're gonna talk about some super fucking serious weed products, which is kind of like out of my realm, but I'm so familiar. And I mean, honestly, the reality of medical cannabis is the reason that it's even ever going to be legal in your state, in any state, is because there is medical, you know, benefits to marijuana. There's tons of medical benefits to marijuana besides just fucking, you know, alleviating your stress, and which is what I typically use it for. But we're gonna talk about some of those right now after I smoke this, which is always a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Talk business after you fucking light up a super hairy joint.
Why not? Why not?
Dr. Tasty's Wicked Sticks in this.
Loud.
Super loud. And it's, look at you, like nice, even. It's not like you didn't light it and it went woof. Right. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some fucking pre-rolls out there. I'm not gonna name any rappers.
What do you guys call it though when it does that?
I don't know.
On the East Coast, it's canoeing.
So it's canoeing.
Like, yo, that shit. It's like, yeah,
it's all about running. It's all about you having a name for that.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't happen over here.
Come on, dude, it's canoeing.
Stuff the joints on. But I've definitely seen some rappers who endorse pre-roll companies that like are known for that shit, where it's like a this small guy. This thing is fucking. That's a fucking.
Nah, it's definitely lit.
We only fucking smoke the good shit on our side. But yeah, it's super tasty, very smooth. It's not like a lot of times when you smoke pre-rolls, some of these people that make these things, they use a bunch of fucking shake, and it's really, you can tell in your throat, like it's very fucking harsh and shit. But this is, you can tell that this is flour and not shake. Oh, you want to take a pull off this motherfucker?
Yeah, I would love to.
Oh,
Thank
bro.
you. Let's look at it, examine it first.
Yeah, right? Look at that.
Nice. It is neat too.
It's something else.
And I'm breaking the rules, but fuck it.
No, that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually not as like crazy looking as it is fucking, or not as crazy feeling as it is looking. Like, you can actually touch that, and it's
nice.
not all gonna come out on your fucking finger. Right?
It's nice.
Like, for fucking tree, like, this is the business. This is how we fucking do this shit right here. Oh, man. All right.
This is a Dr. Tasty's. That's what it does to me. It just puts this thing on your face.
You see that? You see? Joel's got the Dr. Tasty smile right now. I think the guy in the ad, he looks all serious and shit.
Come on, dude.
Come on, man.
It's supposed to be it.
That's the face right there. Wow. Shouts out to Dr. Tasty's.
Feeling the effects of one pull from the stick.
So we got some products from Achelois lotion here. We just learned a whole lot about this shit because I was like, yeah, lotion. Believe it or not, I'll be using a lot of lotion.
No.
Fuck. This lotion is, you know, we have like all kinds of ranges of it. I guess this is like a massage lotion, and this is kind of your typical lotion. All of this stuff is cannabis infused with like CO2 concentrated cannabis, and they found that this stuff is like it's definitely worked with like, you know, your classic crow's feet and stretch marks, and you could actually women going through, you know, we know all about pregnancy, that's why we're talking about this shit, but I'm told that if you're that you can use this while you're pregnant and it's not going to affect the baby, because it's not like it's get you high lotion. Like, they've realized that infusing this lotion with concentrated cannabis has, like, you know, supercharged it and made it work better, essentially. So, and then this stuff is like a more serious version of that. And I believe this was the Fibroblast. Yeah. Okay. So this is like some really intense lotion that Achelois put together for people who are suffering from like burns. You know what I mean? Like serious, like you know, could be anything from like a serious sunburn to like a full-blown like fire and explosion. And we actually have a picture of a dude who unfortunately had his face blasted, like fucking must have fucking opened a door in backdraft or some shit. Shit looks crazy. On, you know, side A before, and then side B after, using this fucking lotion for an extended period. And dude's fucking like restored the human look in his face. Wow. He looks like a human being again. Holy shit, Achelois lotion. That's fucking awesome. This is like the reggae shit. I should probably use some on my like fucking elbows and fucking one. Oh, it fucking smells nice. Is it? Yeah, I fuck with it. I fuck with it a little bit. Oh, dude. See, my body's like, yes, please, nurture me.
So I went right to the ashy.
You went right to the bow. So you're gonna get a soft one. fucking with your boy out here.
Oh, it smells good though.
Yeah, I was trying to keep my shit like Kenny Florian sharp so that I could be cutting motherfuckers if time came. But now,
it smells good.
Now everybody's gonna get that soft blow. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool. And it doesn't like, you know, like people think cannabis. They think, oh shit, you touch it, you're gonna be all like, oh, it's fucking tingling, bro. No, it's just lotion, but it's fucking sweet lotion.
Don't mind my arm, it's high.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. It's just stuff. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's like just automatically like holding a smoking joint. Oh shit! Oh man, the High Notes collection. We're smoking weed and putting lotion on our hands. You bitch! You've been fucking everywhere in this game. You know what I mean? Like solo to in the biggest crew in the game. It's definitely like been quite a journey. What do you think like has been your crowning achievement in this whole fucking rap shit? Which is always like the most fucked up question.
That's a crazy question.
I like to put it out there.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's cool. But because there's so much that means so much in different settings.
Yeah.
Shoot, I mean, you know, when Eminem signed us that day at the XXL cover shoot, and he was just, you know, it was surreal, like, you know, because I met M at that. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, so imagine meeting one of your favorite rappers at the same venue where he signed you. So it's just like, hey man, pleasure, man, yo, and it's like also contract.
Oh, also,
like yeah, and you know, welcome to the family. It's just like, like oh, it's one big moment. Like oh, this is happening. This is dope. I think another one was funny and ironic is the same family. Like 2006 when Dr. Dre was just like, hey man, got wind of your demo, want to sign you to Aftermath. It was just like, Dre, like what? Like here I am on the East Coast, you know, having meetings with, you know, everybody under the sun, all the majors over there, and it's just like, yeah, we love it, and we're gonna get back. And then the phone call from like Dre, like, yo, wanna fly, put you on the next thing out to Cali so you can be a part of Aftermath.
Yup.
I hate for two of my moments to be signing moments, but you know,
I mean, shit.
There,
especially since like that whole like method of getting to where you're at right now is gone.
That shit is crazy, bro. Like it's just like that grind. I wish people could see some of this stuff, like the tears. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah,
like,
man.
you know, stepping out of meetings like fuck you, or somebody looking across, you know, sitting at a desk with a swivel chair and just being like, we don't see it, and you just being like, play number 3 again, please.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the phone call that validates it all. Like, yeah, they were wrong. You know that. Now it's just like
you might get lucky, man.
It's like
one fucking
viral. I'm out of here. Like I didn't do shit but this. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, and it happens so fast, man.
Yeah.
It's just 0 to 1,000 with some of these artists where they just go from nowhere to, you know, MTV. You know, really, and really when you look at in general television and their approach to, you know, creating entertainment now, they're just looking at the internet like, yo, what the fuck, what do we do, what's next, you know? And it definitely that is echoed, I think, more in the hip-hop industry than almost anywhere else, where you could just go from no one in your house filming videos to just the most famous motherfucker in the world.
It's crazy too, because you get this love, you develop this love-hate for it, because, you know, you hate the fact that, well, me, like, do you know what I had to do? Like, I have that with me, but you also don't want to be sour. So then you have that love, like, oh, look at this kid, man. He has the ability and the chance to do it from his living room.
Yeah.
In the projects.
Yeah. And you see a lot of people like, where it's like, that would never happen if it wasn't this era.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, it's just like, you know, damn, I wish it was always this easy. Or not though, because then you
hard though, right?
Yeah, because then you get those people that, you know, they're like 1/8 done cakes out of the oven. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, that shit looks cool, and then you're just like flaw.
Yeah.
Because they're in front of everybody, and it's just like they don't even know how to, you know, they're not developed.
Yeah.
You know, so then it's just like, you got your big shot, now you're gone.
Yeah.
Because
just
you
like that,
ready.
because you were, when you got your big shot,
right.
you didn't go through all that blood, sweat, and tears to get there, so you don't have the appreciation or understanding. Yeah.
You're not seasoned. So like when my opportunity came, it was just like, I had so much to talk about in so many different ways. Like it was just, the story was there. It was just like, you know, and these kids are just like, there's nothing. It's air. It's like colorful air. Like, oh shit, that's cool. But it could go away fast. You know,
it's definitely like there's so much more to compete with, just all over the place. It's not like you know, and it seems like the method of what makes things popular changes all the time. I think a few years ago the blogs were really like running shit as far as like, okay, you can get on one of these blogs and then you're just gonna fucking blow up. Right. But nowadays even that has lost power, because we could just go to YouTube and everybody knows, or Pandora or whatever, and just type in whatever the fuck I want to hear right now, and have that come up. But you know, like, to be someone who is in this era and in that era, but still someone who these kids just pick, like, okay, I want to see Joell Ortiz right now, I want to see Slaughterhouse right now, I mean, it speaks a lot to you guys keeping up on shit and not being like some of the, you know, artists that came up in the, you know, late 90s, early 2000s that really just didn't jump on that I need to communicate with my fans wave. You know
well, I mean, shoot, we're in an era where you're the hottest thing on Monday with that freestyle, and then Tuesday it's like, what freestyle?
Yeah, man.
What was that? Oh yeah, he ripped that beat, right? you know, you got to keep up, bro. Like, let's be real. You gotta stay active. There's a, you know, I mean, the amount that's coming in is ridiculous. So what are you gonna do? I mean, you're going to be the guy that sits back. And I mean, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous time, to be honest with you. I remember where it was like you got one album a year from like your artist, and you didn't even hear about them.
Yeah,
they
man.
Went out on tour. You didn't know where. It was just like, oh, man,
they would come back in 3 years, and then you would be like, oh, shit, he's back. Let's go. Like, I remember the last album.
Yeah.
It was tight. I'd seen him on the last tour, but not. You got to be really on that.
No, you got to be on it, bro.
Yeah, touring all the time. You got to make sure that you're involved in separate things that are keeping your name.
You got to be out and about. You got to show face.
Trio, the High Notes Collection. We back. We got our friend from Dabbenport Extracts. Please introduce yourself.
Chris, I'm the owner and operator of MCS and Dabbenport Extracts.
Sweet.
Out here in the Bay Area.
Yeah, man. So much loud has been brought through the studio today, and I think this bit of hash that we're looking at right here is fucking been about the loudest thing I've ever smoked in my life. So let's just educate our fans, for those of us who are watching that may not be super familiar with BHO, wax, or hash in general. How is hash made, for, you know, in layman's? And I know that like we have a variety of hash, correct?
Definitely. I mean, you can start off with the old traditional water hash, and today's most popular is BHO. It has the most purification of the product you can get, because we're taking the fats and lipids out of the flowers. When the flowers actually grow, they're growing with wax and lipids are in the bud itself to protect against insects. So by doing a refining,
you were explaining this too, like to protect against insects. Like if a fucking bug tries to eat this shit, it like just fills up its throat with wax, and then it'll just like spit it out or die, right? Like, so it's like it's something that was, you know, designed by Mother Nature to keep this plant alive.
Correct. So I mean, if we're doing concentrating on that, so we're concentrating the paraffin wax that's in the actual flower. So being an extract artist, you have to know your product and know how to actually get it clean and pure for your patients.
And you were explaining to me, what do we call this specific kind of wax where you're growing the plant essentially, and this is fucking crazy, I'm sure to you, they're growing this whole fucking plant that would grow just the loudest like nugs like this. Yeah, but instead of doing that, instead of like ever allowing it to get to here, they're growing it purely to make wax. Yeah. So instead of like, it's crazy. It's definitely not, I mean, like the ratios when you're talking about how much flour it takes to create, you know, an ounce of wax or whatever, it's right, you know, it's in that pound to ounce ratio, which makes it, you know, kind of crazy to blast stuff that's this loud for just wax. But this, what you're talking about here, is you're growing this whole actual plant just to make that. And what do we call this? It was live resin?
No, this is live action.
Live action.
Yeah, this is a super long de-wax, anywhere from 42 to 72 hours of, you know, putting it on cold chill, filtering it, you know, taking all those fats and lipids out, you know, try to get the purest out of it, just for a terpene profile.
So you just want it to taste like weed and get you high.
Exactly.
Like those are we're trying to get every little bit out of the plant. I love Joell's just like, I can't.
So when you're, you know, smoking your blunt, this is basically one little dab of this is your blunt that you're smoking on.
Like that whole, like all that flour, like all the extra like leaf matter and the blunt paper and all that shit. This is just like one little dab is that whole shit.
Yep.
Wow. Which is why oftentimes like taking a dab could lead to you having a panic attack, or just don't think because like you're Mr. Bong Rip that you're ready to take a dab. I would start slow, ladies and gentlemen, but we're not going to do that today. I think I'm just going to go full throttle. And we have this awesome rig here. Before we break away from this whole hash conversation, because I think BHO, for people who have like this kind of lame perception of or perceptive of it, because they see it on the news as something that like leads to explosions and fucking dumb people doing dumb shit, which is definitely not the case when we're talking about professionals creating professional product. What kind of safety things? What kind of things do you do to be safe in the process of making BHO?
First things first. Do not do this in a residential area. No. Get a commercial building. Go out in the woods. Run a cabin. I mean, you do not want to have any kids around.
Or be in any kind of a closed environment unless you have some kind of crazy ventilation system.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a downdraft building where you're blowing in, then you don't need to be doing anything. Tools have rapidly changed in the last 5 years, from everybody going to their classic glass pipe to a $25,000, $30,000 closed loop system.
Yeah, and even the CO2 machines that are in the $75,000 to $150,000, $1 million for machines that are just creating wax. But the thing about CO2 is, for the dabbing purposes, there's a CO2 taste, and I've noticed that no other wax outside of BHO has ever been able to still taste like tree and deliver that kind of punch.
Yeah.
All right, now we can kill me with a giant dab. So this rig is crazy, bro. It's a train that actually has the torch built into it, which I think is the coolest shit in the world. Wow. Because it sucks to have to find your torch and fill it up with butane and then light it. That's fucking just blah. Sweet. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a custom-made David Colton, Bluegrass Man, Hitman, low torch.
So he knows he's got to kill me, right? Because he gave me one earlier and I didn't even cough. I was like, woo! I was like tasting the notes in it like a fine fucking wine and shit. Nah, not this time. We about to do me some dirt. All right, sir.
Ooh, shoot.
Let's go.
That was a 0.3 dab too.
Bro, I'm that. Your boy is amazing. Oh, I'm gonna turn into the fucking Tasmanian devil out here. Woo! Oh, that was fucking beautiful. Shit. I told you, Joel, I'm bad, bro. I was built for this shit.
Nah, you're definitely kind of a human being.
Oh, shit. The High Notes collection. Thank you, Chris from Dabbenport Extracts.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna fall over. High Notes collection. This is Tam. I mean Matt from SC Labs. No, this is Matt from SC Labs, and he's here to talk about the profile of these beautiful trees that are sitting in front of us, and things that we don't often think about as consumers. But like our friend Chris from Dabbenport Extracts that was up here, he is someone who would be testing his products through you to make sure that they're safe for consumers. What goes into that? How do you guys test tree exactly?
Well, we're doing a couple different tests. Depending on what type of product it is. Using a liquid HPLC for our potency analysis. We're using a gas GC for gas chromatogram for our terpene profile.
That sounds fucking crazy. Are these it's like crazy machines that you're putting this thing? I'm trying to wrap my I just took a big old train dab brain around the whole testing process.
Yeah, we separate all the cannabinoids away, so we dilute it, we mix it, send it into these big machines that are literally spitting out a chromatogram. We have different standards that tell you how to read that chromatogram, so what level is what, what's the percentage. We're at a 0.2% variance in most of these samples, so it's real accurate, real what it is. But on an analytical standpoint, what is it that's in your medicine? Not only the cannabinoid profile, the terpene profile, but the microbial, the residual solvent test, how clean it is there any pesticides in it?
Which is super important if, if you're using it for medical purposes and you're dealing with cancer, it can interfere with your medication. So like pesticides and stuff like that would be super dangerous. But just in general, I mean, it's become such like a Wild West world of medical marijuana that you get a lot of like backyard gross stuff.
A lot of yeast and mold and mildew.
Exactly.
And stuff. Some of the, hash and cold water stuff might, depending what kind of water you're using, how clean is it, and then some of the butane extractions or even CO2, what's in it, how clean is it? Is it something I want to give to a cancer patient, somebody with a compromised immune system? Just knowing what it is, identifying what it is,
totally
really important. Some of the solvents is obviously going to kill some of the bacteria.
Yeah.
Some of the processes that people use and these extraction methods are obviously cleaning it up and making it safe and consumable. But it's identifying that, improving that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take what I say.
Right.
I
promise this is clean.
Yeah, exactly. Which is crazy when you're talking about, because it's really, you have to break down like the science of BHO in a place like New York where they don't see that shit ever.
Yeah. We're really struggling to have people understand that, hey, that not only what is in it with the terpenes and the cannabinoids, but hey, is it clean as well? So I mean, the terpenes are amazing stuff that we're just starting to understand and discover. Limonene being antidepressant, anti-anxiety properties, it's going to lift you up, make you feel, more like a sativa, daytime feeling type of thing.
Got you.
Where beta-caryophyllene and myrcene are big pain relievers. They're really going to, relax you. On
like they give you the couch lock.
What's going to work well for you.
That's good for someone like me, like that smokes and instantaneously is just like, is everything all right? Like super paranoid. Relax me.
You'd rather have that couch lock.
Once you find what's working for you, you can run a profile on it and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, and this is the type of medicine that's really going to work for me.
Got you.
And that feeling.
That's the future of this shit. You know what I mean? Hopefully, at some point, we realize as a country that it's obvious that everybody needs to move towards legality, because everybody is going to smoke, both for medicinal purposes and otherwise. And it's better that we do it safe and we make sure that someone like Matt is there to test it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo, I'm Mitchie the Killer, here to teach you the crab scratch. First thing that's important about the crab scratch is your thumb. And basically what your thumb is going to be doing on the crossfitter is acting kind of like a spring. So that every time your finger taps it, it kind of shuts it off right away. Every time your finger taps it, on just enough to where when your finger pushes it, it's not too heavy to where it doesn't move, and it's not too light to where it doesn't come back. Kind of right in the middle. That's the sweet spot. So what the crab scratch is it's a combination of, it's basically 4 clicks, but using all 4 fingers instead of trying to do it with just 1 finger. So you just kind of roll your hand over the crossfader each time, turning the crossfader on and off with each finger each time it comes and snaps back. So then when you do it all together, sounds like 4 really fast kind of clicks. Proper technique for this scratch is you really want to be able to get your pinky all the way and still get that clicking noise. Or else sometimes, a lot of people sometimes get lazy and just do 3 clicks and they only learn how to do the crab scratch that way. But it's not wrong, there are scratches that are just purely like use these 3 fingers. But if you can do 4, you can definitely do 3, so don't be lazy. Some techniques I use to be able to get my pinky all the way onto the faders. I try to put my thumb as high up onto the crossfader as I can, so I give myself enough room with my pinky to be able to catch it. And then you can still kind of use the same amount of pressure you do normally, and it should turn on and off. And just do drills like this. And slowly, it might feel awkward, but in a couple days, your hand's gonna start building little muscles that will make it possible for you to do this. If you're tensing up too hard, like you're not even gonna be able to get the crossfader over, and if anything, you won't get all the sounds. And if you're too loose, you're gonna be over here not cutting the sound off and just clicking away at nothing. not doing anything. So it's about having a nice, even amount of pressure, not tense. Keep your hand super relaxed. General rule is if anything is tense and you're kind of straining your arm, you're doing it wrong. So just relax and breathe. Roll your fingers on and off. 4 clicks, 3 clicks. But if you do 4, you can do any of those variations with it. So this scratch is actually one that you can, a lot of these crossfader kind of finger tapping patterns you can practice by like just tapping on a table, and it kind of gets your hand trying to get those 4 sounds together. It's kind of the same motion. But one of the first patterns I learned, or I tried to learn, is kind of like how little kids learn nursery rhymes first and build up their vocabulary to be able to do other things. But this was that derby, the horse galloping kind of pattern that I would work on. So it goes like. So you can do it to a beat. So, yep, that's the crab scratch. Have fun, you crab happy little bastards.
Here at the High Notes Collection, we want to talk about the tree a bit, you know what I mean, and how it relates to you as an artist. You come from a place where weed has always been something you get jammed up over, and then just recently, literally in the last 6 months, we've moved towards you guys being the 23rd legal state.
Yeah.
How is it like for you living in Brooklyn? How have you seen the change in the attitudes, between fucking authorities, which are always bad anyways, with people in general for just smoking weed, just having like a personal amount on you?
I remember like going through booking for like a half a joint, like just sitting on the stoop with half a joint, like, all right, come with us. Like, really, dude? Like, or like, you're walking up the block and you're smoking and you see the detective car and you're like, and you just, and then they're like, what did you just throw? And you're just like, who, me? Like,
yeah.
To like being patted down and them pulling out weed and be like, is this it?
Is this
it? All you have is weed?
That's all you have?
All right, keep it pushing.
All right.
And there was no like, there was no middle. It was just like one extreme to the next.
0
like,
to 100.
Crazy. It's amazing. It's amazing. I think like right now, like you could have like 25 grams on you or under, like in possession, and you're fine. It's supposed to be a ticket, and most police don't even take the time to do it.
You know what it is in California? 8 ounces.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So you gotta have.
So you gotta be book back.
Yeah.
you can really. I got a camera in there, and about 8 ounces.
I have a lot. Yeah. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of this kind of stuff where it's not just a pre-rolled joint, right? Where we're got shatter in there, and it's honey oil and keef all around it. It's a whole situation.
Yeah.
But I think what's nice about these and what you were saying earlier is, right, you just pop them out of the fucking shit. You don't have to do all
the process, the whole process. Like, say you were going out, like say you're about to go clubbing, like who wants to be sitting in the car, parked around the corner, breaking it up, rolling it up. The whole thing where you could just be like, whoop, you could be walking in, gone. Like that whole, it eliminates the whole process of like licking a leaf or whatever you're doing. Just here we go. It's ready to go. You know what it is. You've had this before.
And still, this is like a strange sight for you, right? Like just a ton of fucking. He was like, I got to Instagram this shit.
It's nuts. Like the biggest, the one thing I could see that may be an obstacle is like, I remember like us being like, yo, who rolled this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, who rolled this? Like. That was, people.
You never know because motherfuckers want to get wet.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers want to get wet out here.
Exactly.
We're not really trying to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So you gotta. So, but like, I guess.
Who rolled this?
Yeah, like who rolled this because I'm higher than normal, and for some reason I'm ducking and we're outdoors.
So that's like the problem and the great thing with this. We know exactly who rolled it, and we're higher than normal. So it's like
great. This is amazing. Like last night, like rocking out, like just pop one of these things open. it's like get going and you start talking and conversating and conversing or whatever.
How do you feel like as an artist your relationship is to like weed in general? Like,
well,
as far
weed
as,
goes
like,
hand in hand with hip hop.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
totally.
The cultures have always been connected.
Forget about it. I mean, like if you walk into a studio and you don't smell weed, it's probably like corny.
Yeah,
like,
it's probably some corny
shit going on. Like, all right, ready? Here goes a Casio beat. Like, this guy's definitely not zoning. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, there's certain things you see in a studio. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's remnants of weed.
Yeah.
You know, there's an MP3. Like,
yeah.
you know, and there's a booth. Like, these are things you know.
Yeah, you gotta have these.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's gotta be a microphone.
Definitely.
You know, some kind of like computer situation,
Definitely.
and there's got to be like a half-rolled blunt on the table or something. Someone's ready. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely changed where you live. How do we as a country move towards like being, you know, living in this world where now weed is legal when half of us, you know what I mean? I grew up in a world where you got fucking popped for this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, just embrace. I think it's just gonna be embraced. Like, I think it's been embraced behind the scenes for a long time. So now it's just like, all right, come on, cool it out. Like, all right, just chill out. Like, no, we're not Amsterdam yet. We're not asking the police for a light.
Totally.
But like, you know, just chill out. Like, it's a way of life for a lot of people. And it's been like that for a long time.
Totally. And we can look at the financial benefits of the states that have converted to...
Come on now. Colorado's looking like champs.
It's a nice place to visit.
Yeah, it's really cool. You know?
So I think that it's cool to have you get to come out here and fucking and be a part of our crazy like weed renaissance. You know what I mean? Because that's what it really feels like this kind of these situations like this where like we get to come out here and we get to have you come out here and talk about fucking tree and hip hop.
You know, my mom still smokes. Mm-hmm. You know, like I grew up under like.
I think most people the first time they smoke is like stolen from their dad.
Yeah. I used to like eat the seeds. I had a little habit. Like I used to eat the seeds, like chew on the seeds. And I think that contributed to my pen.
It's like
this guy
I gotta go
seeds.
write some shit right now. I'm inspired.
Yeah. No, like, but like real talk though. I think somewhere down the line, like that mixed with my mom playing like old Anita Baker and like Motown shit. Like, you know, before you know it, it's like. It sits in there. Like now I know these records subconsciously. Yeah. I'm taking a shower. What the hell am I doing 9 years old singing Al Green? Like
and we do research and we find out that these artists were in the studio and they were rolling up joints and they were high as fuck writing this shit.
Yo, I mean, music itself, bro, it's creativity all day. Mm-hmm. This thing in front of us, man, enhances that. It makes you go there sometimes. Mm-hmm. So, you know, sometimes you're like you know, like I know some people that won't do an interview or a show without a few pulls. Like, it's the only way I can.
I gotta chill out a little bit and relax.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you, not everybody's comfortable in their skin, and sometimes that makes you go, all right, it's cool, everything's all right.
Yeah.
You know, let me roll my sleeves up, check it out. You know, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you know, sometimes we want to feel scripted. This helps a lot sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, my mom, like talking to my mom before she's smoking is just like, I'm gonna walk outside, Ma, grab a coffee and come back up. And then she comes back and she's like, you know what? Yeah.
What do you want to do today?
Yeah, like, and that's just, you know,
it's that nonfiction right there.
Yeah.
It's reality right there.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the High Notes Collection. My name is Dirtbag Dan. Our guest this time around, Joell Ortiz. Thank you for coming out, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. We're going to actually, get to see some music from you today, which is fucking awesome. But also, we're going to look at a lot more of this crazy weed shit in a bit. So stay tuned, y'all. The High Notes Collection. Chill.
We got Cody here from Ibudtender. This is where this thing comes full circle for our local California friends. Or do you cater to a larger section of America?
Absolutely. We're online, so we're worldwide.
Wow. You know? So you guys basically are where people can find growers who are using labs like SC Labs to make sure that they're testing their products, that they have quality products, and what kind of clubs in their area or what kind of vendors in their area sell that product, right?
Yeah, everybody from growers, edible producers, extract artists, basically any infused product you can think of. We're trying to make sure it's all safe.
And they make a whole bunch of that shit. Like, what is the weirdest weed like edible item or like thing. I've seen all sorts of weird shit, like lemon meringue pie, or like you know what I mean, like which is just unnecessary because I'm gonna eat the whole lemon meringue pie.
Of course.
And that's dangerous. What do you think? What do you like? What's the strangest thing you've seen? Like,
The strangest thing I've seen to date is medicated toothpaste.
medicated toothpaste.
Oh my god.
Is that so weird? Why do you want to be that high?
That's so crazy.
Why are you brushing
It's
your
like,
teeth?
before you know it, you're like brushing your eye.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go brush my teeth
yeah,
again, man. Cause I really like this toothpaste. My gums are numb.
Yeah, that's pretty strange. So, you guys, worldwide, and like I said, this is where this thing comes full circle because tonight we've seen people who produce this awesome wax and tree that we've had around us, flower, marijuana, and then you've also seen our friend from SC Labs come in and talk about, you know, the safety of the whole process and how they know this shit. And now we have Cody here, and Cody, you go to his website, you go to Ibudtender. Is it ibudtender.com?
Yes, sir.
Ibudtender.com. You go there, and that's where you find out where you get this fucking crazy loud ass weed that's been sitting on the table. We've all been sitting here like we gotta smoke that one.
Yeah.
This one's fucking awesome, and I want to smoke.
You
this
like
one too.
you love that one.
I fucking love it. I love it. And I'm fixated on it because I like the look and I love the blue dreaminess to it. What, you have a favorite or what? Strain wise?
Personal favorite, lamb's bread.
Lamb's bread. I've heard that a lot. That's a fucking. I'm a blue dream guy, like a good blue dream, or you know, because like I said, I like to fucking get active. But you were saying this shit will make you clean your dog, right? Like this is the wash your dog
I
shit.
washed my dog with it last night.
That's what
Well, not with it.
Scrubbed his dog.
I got hella high.
Although I didn't mind. You know, I let him sleep right next to me.
Oh man, yeah, man, my dog smells so good.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, this is the shit you definitely smoke, and you're like, oh my god, you know what? I'm gonna vacuum. I live in an apartment. It's 2:30 too late to vacuum. I think we're cool. I don't think anybody's
You
gonna
like
be mad if I vacuum.
clean the whole apartment with the vacuum and then wipe the vacuum off.
Yeah, I go, oh, this is dirty. I need to change the bag. I think it's time to change the bag. This vacuum cleaner. Yeah, that's that good shit. So if you want to get that good, make you clean your house weed, and you know your girl wants you to get that shit. She wants you to clean the house with your lazy ass, sit around smoking weed all day. Go to ibudtender.com and you can find that shit.
Dope.
Thanks for rocking with us, Cody.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Shia, the High Notes Collection. We out here. Shia, the High Notes Collection. We're gonna do something we're gonna do every time we do this with every artist that we have come through. Thanks, by the way, for coming. Hey, man.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to the Zay, bro. We did it live today, right?
Yeah.
A ridiculous amount of tree was displayed,
Yes.
and we learned some fucking shit. I feel like we definitely learned a bit about the whole, you know, process that goes into making all this fucking awesome shit that I like to fucking, you know. And you took a pull off of one of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm still fucking zoning off that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to conduct interviews and stuff when you're this high. So I've devised a little game that either I can win or lose, or you can win or lose, where it's rapid fire questions. I gotta think of questions hella fast, and you gotta answer them hella fast.
Hella fast.
And if I fuck up and can't think of a question in like, you know, 3 seconds, then I fucking lose, right?
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
And then we're done, and I'm a failure. As a host.
Love it.
And I lit a joint for this to make sure that this shit was hard for me. And this is one of these Dr. Tasty's Wicked Sticks. Holy shit! All right.
Tasty.
All right, rapid fire questions. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Favorite movie villain?
Pot.
Favorite video game?
Hot. Nah, let's start.
If you do this, everybody's gonna do this.
No, let's start.
Again.
Let's go.
I gotta change up the questions though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, dude.
Favorite 80s movie?
Goonies.
Oh, favorite strain of weed?
Sour Diesel.
Philly or Swisher?
Philly.
Favorite West Coast hip hop OG?
Crooked Eye.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's almost super biased. Oh, I'm already losing this game.
Yo, no.
Hold on. Favorite movie villain?
Bane.
Ooh. Favorite comic book hero?
Spidey.
Oh, okay.
Spidey.
Okay, that's some New York shit, right? We don't give a fuck about Spider-Man.
Spidey.
Punisher. Okay. Favorite alcohol?
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, you're a whiskey guy. I wouldn't have taken you for a whiskey guy. Okay.
Fucking vodka skinny.
Okay. No, I don't know. Oh, you're fucking me up. I'm gonna lose the game. All right. Hold on. Favorite. Don't fucking. You gotta count me out if I'm fucking up.
2, 1.
Dude.
Favorite dude? No. I'm not answering that, dude.
I lost my own game. Dude, you know why? It's because of fucking.
My favorite dude is Dr. Tasty, though.
Dr. Tasty. Favorite dude is Dr. Tasty. For sure, bro. So shouts out to Dr. Tasty.
Yeah.
You're the reason I lost this game. This has been a High Notes collection. Thank you, Joell Ortiz, for coming through. That was fucking super tight, man.
Yep.
Check this shit out. Live performance. We got music from the man himself.
Yeah.
Check.
One, two. Yeah, what? It's your boy Joell Ortiz, man, Brooklyn, New York. Hip-hop music. You know? Let's get to it. Check. Feels like I finally found my house slippers. My mind was going, I stood around niggas, wearing this poker face like I'm holding aces. That so wasn't the case. This business is such a business, don't take it personal. It's more than these beats and letting verses go. Don't end up locked in and wildin'. Like a deaf person buying a rollie, better watch what you signing. Freedom is overrated until they take it. When it's gone, feel like nothing can replace it. Shaking the hand that's feeding you, but you hate it. Disappointed in meetings cause of your weight. Just imagine this man with your career in his hands, giving a fuck about your fans, he just looking at that black and white. Seeing you ain't sell too well, you try and tell him that you was on an indie that wasn't acting right. He don't care, them numbers fucked up his appetite. Your past just fucked you twice like a hermaphrodite. You watching niggas win who ain't half as nice, faced with the choice of giving in or hit the pad and right. But see, your fans can't know, so you leaking freestyles and you nailed that flow. Kids leaving out of venues like he killed that show, screaming yow everywhere, but you ain't own that though. Your loved one's sick all in the midst of this. Watching mom shoot insulin is ridiculous. Your son got a mask on, his asthma bad. Older brother acting up cause he ain't have his dad. The grind took forever, but it happened fast. Listen close, y'all, it happened fast. Red-eye flights out to Cali, sign the aftermath. Come back, sign a cot, you and Alan laugh. You drop an album over here, leave the label over there. Finally let it go, y'all, the past. Sorry for the delay on your order, but even in my off time, I ran around the world with the slaughter. My alter ego is a quarter of the best rap group, but I'm back to being me, here the Puerto Rican niggas standing on the corner with that work for the fiends who wanna hear more maturer. Story from a project nigga, a New Yorker getting money with the I'll still fuck a nigga up quick aura. Man, this ain't for radio play, this for the radio Raheems who let they radio play. For the heads on the net clicking, looking for the best writtens, turning to they man like you hear what he say? These niggas try to recreate back in the days, man. I'm just trying to rap my ass off, hoping maybe I'll impress a few niggas from back in the day, cause I'm finishing the new niggas that's rapping today. So turn this up, but not too loud, niggas. Feels like I finally found my house slippers. Yeah, Joell Ortiz. Hey, pass that thing, dirtbag.